Only 4 more times, maybe 5 we have to do this. It takes so long. I don't know why. Why can't they just increase our storage capacity? I bet it's going to be like 1k left by the end of this. Oops, is that full? Oh. Okay, oh shit. Land it, crouch. Nope. Right, let's just go to the med bay. Medical room. Right, if we turn those on, those on, those on, and those on, are they refilling? Hydrogen tank. Oh, so we don't actually need to turn the grid on. Alright, now all we need to do is safely get Mason the miner down. I'm just judging this by pure skill. And how many other times I've also crashed other miners. Come on, keep spamming it there. There we go. Right, is that landing gear locked? Yes it is. Fly up there and be like, yo M1! Even though he's actually disconnected. Right. Check, no, check that. Wait, is it I we can just... Oh yeah, that's right, because my cockpit isn't actually connected to anything. Yeah, that's still going. Right, it's going to K. Let's go get some. Whoa! How close do I need to cut it every time? I know we need about 60, so let's stop using our jetpack. Let's go in here and borrow what, like less than 200 uranium? Up it and here we are. Oh, okay, so we do have uranium. Don't know why that hasn't. Right. Let's find hydrogen tank. 8%. Let's just keep waiting for this to fill. Meanwhile, we can get up a chat. Oh, okay, that's the chords of my ship. Hey, Kev. You alright? Oh, it's been one of those days already. I've already jumped on to Space Engineers and found that my V-Hunter that I made had disappeared. Apparently someone had grinded it down, or was trying to, but it was just like damage that I'd like stuff I hadn't built, or the stuff had been shot or grinded by another player. It had no fuel, so that's why I couldn't find it without the antennas, or because I turned everything off when it was docked. So yeah. Well, N1, the very nice admin on Revelations, decided to help me out after me calling him and asking for his assistance. And he sort of helped me out, and he gave me my ship and spawned it in the middle of the air without any fuel. So I had to go mining with a miner that wasn't mine. Coincidentally, the Jeff Mark 12, or no, Jeff Mark 13, but it's actually like something like it's something the miner, Marcus the miner or something like that. We had to change it because I crashed two different versions of Jeff the miner within a space of like a day. So it like going mining with it was like fearing of me crashing it. So yeah, but I landed it safely, so he should be good. Yeah. But now I'm literally just waiting for my hydrogen to fill up so I can fly it down a bit further to the ground. Yeah, I've got 15% in hydrogen tank 1 and hydrogen tank 2. 15% in both, so can't complain. Oh. What is that doing? Hydrogen thrusters. All of the thrusters need to be put in a group called hydrogen thrusters. If I can spell correctly today. My one reverse needs to oops, get back in there. Hydrogen thrusters. You play Minecraft? I can hear it in the background. Yeah, no one's playing it because we're all waiting for the reset to happen, which is quite annoying really, but oh well. You need to be turned. Actually, I'll just take whatever I can. Why are you not working? Yes, but it is my slave, so it has to work. That's on. Oh, boy, don't get... 12k in there. There we go, they're both working, look. Like, it's like I haven't even got 25% in the hydrogen tanks yet. That's how low I am on fuel. Like, it just purely runs on ice. Like, it just doesn't work. I need to have something more effective. Actually, we're almost at 25% on each of them. I'm at 24 exactly. Ew. 24 and a half. Can we make it? 27? Yeah, 20... 25. It means we should have a light on each one of them. Yeah, look at that green light. Long time no see, Mr. Green Light. I ain't seen that green light in ages. I can't... Oh, I can even see the one on the bottom. I didn't cover it up. Right. I suppose... if we turn on both of those... turn on my assemblers... my gyro's turned on. I kind of don't want to start flying until I know my gyros are turned on. Gyroscopes. They're both on. Right, so if we do K info convert to ship. Any particular reason why I don't have control over the ship? N1? N1, my ship is drifting and I don't want to blame anyone. Well, at least it's going up into space. Even better, it's not even using any fuel to do it. Oh, almost made it into the cockpit. And yeah, I've lost the shot. I'm going to have to get a hold of M1 again. Oh, I hate having to do this M1. M1. Oh. So you know how you made my ship into a station? I filled it up with like 25% hydrogen in both hydrogen tanks. Converted it all into I made sure everything was on. Converted it back into a ship. It teleported into the ground and now it's just floating away because I've died. Like it's just floating away. No, the thrusters are on. But I thought it's just floating away. Don't you just love me? I'm the biggest pain in the server. I'm the one that breaks stuff. I'm trying to find it. Like it's just floated away, and I've respawned at Cog Earth. Oh, that's cool. They've added an orbiting like system. Oh, that's cool. It should stop eventually when it either hits something or when it just runs out of hydrogen. Could you try it again? Because I died, so I had to respawn. Ooh. Body location 18 kilometers away from Cog Earth. No, I'm still on the Earth. The worst thing is, only this stuff happens either when I'm live streaming or recording. We just give up. Imagine if it's gone back to the original place where it's like it's slowly just flying there. Oh, I see it and it's flying in towards me. .5, 1. It's still floating away. That's a good shout. Am I gonna have enough hydrogen? 24, 21. Oh, come on, don't run out of hydrogen. 10 more. Just turn my jetpack off. till I catch up with it. Come here, ship. No, I've run out of hydrogen again. Oh god, it's gone somewhere. Did you teleport it somewhere? But it like warped. It looked like it hyperspaced in like a split second. I don't have it on my I don't have it in my thingy list. My waypoints or check markers. Let's kill myself so I can get some more hydrogen. Do you remember? Do 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 do. Oh, well, there's my body. I found my body. Try teleport it to me again. Wow, he moved his barbecue. Wow. Really? He moved his barbecue? Why? Oh. I need to find some bottles of hydrogen from somewhere. That's oxygen, don't need that. Nope, no bottles of oxygen. I remember Frank the Fighter having some. Just chuck the bottles in there with him. No. May have to make some more hydrogen bottles for King. Alrighty, thank you. Oop, I see it. When did it stop floating away? Yeah, it's just like it's like faster than me. 5, 6, 7, 1.7, 1.75. And there goes my hydrogen again. You know, it just doesn't. It just bounces out till it gets to orbit. So. Medical room. It's out there somewhere, lads. Yeah, no, because what I done was I turned on all the engines and the hydrogen tanks and everything else. I turned on the whole conveyor system, and I converted it into ship. It like teleported like almost a meter away from the Earth's surface. It just started floating away, and I couldn't stop it. Like the engines weren't doing nothing. Like no controls over anything. Huh? No, the V Hunter I built myself from like I built it like just to make I built it so it looked like a V Hunter. I built it like smaller and more efficient, but obviously efficient hasn't come into play yet 'cause it's really it's fast. It gets out of orbit like really fast, but it uses like almost 2 full tanks of hydrogen. I got some nasty ass rash from when I went camping and I got bit by a fucking fire ant colony. No, literally, it was like last night, yeah, like the last night on the camping trip of NCS, and someone forgot to empty the bin from the party we had. Because, like, the plan was we, as a 10 of 6, we were all going to stay up all night so we could sleep on the coach. And it was like a 6-hour coach journey back, so, yeah. So we stayed up all night, and we ended up getting about, like, what, an hour's sleep. Woke up in the morning, there's, like, fire ants everywhere around the bin, and on our beds, and everywhere. And, like, there's fire ants all up my right arm. And they just... I move a little bit, and they just start instantly biting, and it burns. So I just chucked a whole bottle of water on me. Oh yeah, it was. Especially having the mosquitoes in the tent as well, because I think it was like the first or the second night. Our tent wasn't built quite right, and we couldn't do the door all the way up. So one of the people that worked on PGL for NCS, they stayed up to about midnight and like 1 o'clock in the morning to make sure like we were all asleep. And what happened was he came over and was like, "You asleep, lads?" And we were like, "Well, not yet, but we're making our way there." And he was like, "Okay, I'll close the tent for you." And we were like, No, don't do it." And all of a sudden, all you hear is a tent zip just snap off the door. So we had no door for like 4 days. So like mosquitoes, like we always made this joke about this guy that slept closest to the door. And he was like, "Oh yeah, it'll be like a cool breeze, so I'll sleep near the door." And every night I said to him, I was like, either one of us is going to wake up in the morning spooning a badger, or he's going to get dragged out by his feet and raped in the forest. Oh, but yeah, there was a lot of banter there, because for a £50 3-week holiday, which I'm only going to have like 2 days to play games, because we get like 2-day breaks between like the 4 days we have in the week. It isn't that bad, considering the whole trip costs the government £1,500, and all you have to pay is 50. So what I could do while we are doing this and waiting, I could send the bar ship the bar ship King built over to the cog base of the other side of the base, because he said he wanted it destroyed and tore down. So do that for him. Well, basically, he's making a new base out of the old base. So while we're like sorting this out, I may as well become of use and turn the bar on the ship on. What happened to the landing gears on this? Oh yeah, that's right, I crashed it. I seem to crash most of King's ships. It's like we went from Jeff Mark 9 to Jeff Mark to Jeff Mark 12 in 2 days. I crashed 3 minor ships and I crashed this one, but this one stayed intact. The first minor ship I crashed wasn't actually my fault, that was a drifting issue, but it literally just drifted to left like one of his fighters did. And it didn't even have full cargo, so... Wait, does this even have a building repair anymore? Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. There we go. I'm gonna make a large enough door so it can fit into the construction part of the building. I remember helping him build that thing. I was like, okay, a bit to your left, a bit to your left, a bit to your right, helping him make its way out. I don't even know what I'll have for dinner yet. I need to think of something. I think I might have Chinese or something. Or pizza. Oh, I was literally just about to say I might have pizza. Oh, honestly, it's like I'm in like a Chinese food type guy. Like, I really like Chinese. Like, I'll eat more Chinese food than any other food. Like, you can just chuck like a ton of Chinese food, and even if I'm full, I'll keep going because I just love it. I'll absolutely scoff my face full, even if it means having to lose some weight after. So I just love it. It's like having an addiction that you love, other than gaming, just eating. So King wanted a runway type thing through his base. What was that? Oh, okay, I thought it destroyed the floor above it and it fell into the miner. But basically, he wanted like a runway so people wouldn't damage the ice, his ice lake. And what ended up happening was we started building a frame, and I was like, oh yeah, what's your block limit? And he was like, oh, well, I'm going to be destroying that base anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But he told me his block limit. I was like, well, why don't you build something like smaller than the original base, because you don't need that big of a base. But then have like a huge ass ship, like even bigger than Rem's. Why not just like have something that you could probably defeat the entire UTD clan with, just in one ship? Just have it like really overpowered. Be power hungry. Oh, what did you get my message about the public fueling station idea? Like a trading outpost, but you know, for fuel. No, I was sort of gonna wait till we came up with a way so where they couldn't like come at me and attack me, because since it's gonna be for everyone can come and get fuel for like a certain like amount of construction components, steel plates or whatever, like something like that. Okay, I'll start building it then. What would be the build limit for that? Like the block limit? And isn't it like 12,000, something like that? Okay. I'll work with 6,000. I shouldn't need any more. Oh, does that include ship stocking? Like, if ships come on and, like, they dock their ships. Like, connectors and that. Okay, won't count those. It's always best to think in advance. But yeah, I still don't know what his what King's plan is for the new base yet. He hasn't told me a lot. All he's really told me is that all of his turrets kept disappearing, and he was getting pissed off of it. So he was just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna destroy this base and create a new one out of it." Yeah, no, I noticed that because I remember having a 23, like a 230 mil gun on the front of my V Hunter, and it just demolished that gun, then went away. Like, it didn't even worry about the rest of the ship. It just worried about the gun. Probably not the best idea to be eating sweets when you're gonna have a Chinese later. I'll be back in a minute. My mum wants me again. Oh, Jesus Christ, there's an unknown signal. And it's 600 meters away. What is it doing near my territory? I'll get it, then I'll see what my mum wants. Thank you. My mum just handed me a burning hot plate. Holy shit. Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, did you open that?
I didn't. You couldn't have shut it properly last time.
Oh, for God's sake. I didn't shut the vinegar properly last time, so at least it's just gone everywhere. Oh, for God's sake. I could feel it right on the mosquito bite as well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I need to remember this plate's hot. Jesus Christ. I literally asked for chips like 20 minutes ago and I forgot. So I'm now having like second thoughts on Chinese tonight. I'm having second thoughts whether I'm going to have Chinese or not tonight. So how's the ship going? My one. Yeah? Okay. Jesus Christ, it made it this far out. I've got 3 hydrogen left and it's a kilometre away. I've run out of hydrogen. Bee Hunter, come to me. I love you. I no longer want the divorce. Yeah, no, it's gone again. I've lost it. No way I'm catching on to it. It just instantly drains my hydrogen. Now don't teleport me to it just yet, I'm respawning. Alright, try it now. There it is. I see it. Well, that's the thing. I don't even know whether Rem even got my Patreon donation for the ship insurance. Wait, is that another ship? Oh, okay, that's definitely... Okay, because that is definitely something that is meant to happen. Is it still meant to be moving? Okay, let me respawn it. Alright, try respawn. Teleport. I feel like the hydrogen drains even faster outside the out in the space region where there's no gravity. I feel like they've right, I'm in the ship. Right, if I turn my hydrogen tanks on, right, it's slowing. Why is my forward thruster just banging it out? Hydrogen thruster forward. Thrust override disabled, 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 disabled. They're all disabled, thrust override, so I don't know why it's speeding up. Do you have any idea, anyone? Do I have a bugged ship? Yeah, it just wants to fly up and forward. What do we do from here? Oh, hang on. It slowed down for like a split second, but it hasn't. Oh, it is literally just wanting to fly down and up, down and forward now. I will set a GPS. Okay. Weird thing is, I don't even have any control over the ship itself. Control A, transfer owner to me. Yes. Okay. Game paused. There was a connection problem. I love how they have the attempting to reconnect in 10 seconds. Yeah. Yeah. My first impression of the update so far is I'm both confused with GUI because you don't have like the speed anymore, do you? You just have the marker, and then it seems to be very buggy. Oh, like the whole new GUI layout is actually. Oh, okay. Do we have the speed mod on this server? Oh, fair enough. Imagine being able to go like warp speed just without a warp core. Tell you what though, I was telling Rem about the cargo NPCs. They're not like space pirates, they're like civilians. And they're not like normal civilians, they like take cargo from one place to another, and they actually like dock on connections. So basically, for example, they have a base on the moon, and then they may have a base on an asteroid or on an Earth or a planet. And what they'll do is they'll go a ship that has cargo containers. It looks basically like a military escort from the space pirate. But not only is it smaller, it's more efficient, but it's able to have complete control, even when fully loaded in atmospheres like Earth and that. So like, it has normal thrust, like atmospheric thrusters, hydro thrusters, and just ion thrusters. And what it does is it goes from the base on Earth, it disconnects itself, and it flies to another place like the moon. And what it will do is it there as it goes there, it'll have like two other escorts, like fighter escorts, and it'll fly it to its destination. And where it like lands, it'll hook onto a connector, and it'll drop all the items that it took from the place it originally left off from back to the moon. I can't remember what mod it is, but I really like the ships from that, and like the programmable blocks are apparently really sophisticated on it. So Rem said we had something like it, just like in a space pirate way. Yeah, I mean, it ran pretty well on a local server that I had on this computer, like running on a laptop. It was hosting for like me and another friend just to mess around with some mods, and it ran pretty well. I'm like, most of the stuff was actually pretty hidden. Like for example, the programmable blocks and the timers, they were all very much hidden. Like you'd have to want to find them. Like, if I remember rightly, that most of them are actually under the like near the conveyor tubes. They sort of blend in with the roofing and all that. How's my nose looking now? Because I know I got really badly sunburnt on that. put some more after sun on it. Okay, it didn't sting. Ah, yeah, it stings. Oh. Ah, there we go, it's joining it now. Yeah, I'll probably get the V Hunter in a safe place where it's actually usable. I'll probably chuck it back to my moon base so I don't use much hydrogen. And then I think I'll go from there. Get it in a safe place and start working on designs for the fueling station. The trading platform place. We give you fuel just for lousy items. Like, wait, do we even have shield components anymore? Oh, okay. How is the new shield mod working now? Or does it require a lot of setting up, like the bars? Oh, okay, I might have to get either King or Rem to set it up. Oh, that's a true point. Does the fueling station need to be maneuverable? Or like, huh? Like, would I need to move it? Or can it just be frozen into one place? Okay. Because I think that was like my issue when I thought of it an hour after. I was like, oh god, I'm going to have to move it, ain't I? Have like a super large grid and just have it like a really slow mover. Be like a snail just in Space Edition. Ow, sugar. Let's jump onto Steam Workshop real quick so I can have a look at something. Community. The all-new Steam chat. Communication on Steam has been rebuilt from the ground up. That's probably why it doesn't work. Right. No, I wanted... Workshop. Right, not Rocket League. Want space engineers. Alright. Looks like it's gonna have to be Chrome. The NGIN is. There we go. Alright, do it difficult ways. Space engineers are. Are we allowed to pull ideas off the workshop and then edit them and then do it like that? For the trading station. Sweet. Just to save a little bit of time. I don't want a command prompt. That's probably going to show my IP. Because I remember I was doing stuff with my IP earlier. Checking for mob updates. Oh god, I ain't seen this game in ages. Did you ever play Super Mario 64 DS? That was like my childhood game. I wonder how much it cost, because I've still got the original game. While the server's still loading. Nope. Super. Yeah, no, it's just saying joining and then updating and all that. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's still 13 quid. Got the original Nintendo 64 version for 30. What's that? Super Mario Bros. Mario Kart DS. Alright, have I joined the server yet? Yes, I have. But I'm still loading in. There's only one thing I haven't seen on the server yet, is King's so-called rover. Yeah, he keeps talking about his rover path, and so he says like, oh yeah, don't just like mine the ice lake, because otherwise I can't. It's like not a flat enough surface for me to use my rover, or don't go over there to mine because it's my rover path. You know, it's just one thing I haven't seen yet. No, I think he's on holiday. I'm not sure. He hasn't told me anything, or unless I've forgotten, which is probably why. But he hasn't even been on Discord for God knows how long. So I think he is on holiday. I remember Rem mentioning something about him and someone else's holiday being so spaced apart. So if you remember rightly, he's on holiday, or was. And then someone else from the Cog faction went on holiday after he came back. I think I found something that finally gets pen out my skin. Right, I am at King's base. Right. Jesus Christ, my bugged ship is 142 kilometers away. Jesus Christ. It's a good job I set a waypoint there, isn't it? Oh. Field emitter. Oh. Wait, what? Shield modulator and a shield emitter? What's the difference? Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. Is thruster damage on? Okay. Right, let's try fly this with minimal power as possible. Right. I'm going to turn my dampeners off, because I'm able to fly it. This is actually going to be the moment where I crash it, isn't it? True. I mean, they are all hydrogen thrusters, so I think, like, let's have a look at my hydrogen stocks actually. Hydrogen tank 1 has 28.5 and hydrogen tank 2 has 28.5. So what, like, more than 50% hydrogen I have? Alright, that's what it was. I think I found another ship. Is that normal? I think I found 2 other ships, because it looks blue on... No, they're not, they're just floating there. I'm flying up to it now, I'm like, what? Almost 500 meters maybe away? Is it a ship? Or is it a rock? It is a rock. I think it's a rock, but it looks like it's got stuff built onto it, so... No, I ain't chancing it. Let's just fly it back to my moon base. Right, let's do an inventory take. Actually, let's have a look at my hydrogen tanks again. Jesus Christ, I use a lot of hydrogen. What I will do is I will turn my antenna up. Wait, Hunter, there we go. Mark II, broadcasting radius. All the way up to 50,000 meters. Now let's fly all the way back to Cog-Earth. Where would you recommend that I park it? Cog-Earth 2 or my base? My base has no defense, and Cog-Earth 2 has some defense. Cog-Earth 2 it is. Like both of my bases have like interior turrets on it, and that's about it. Do you know whether... So if I had hydrogen tanks... So if I had a station that had 2 full hydrogen tanks, and that when another ship comes along and docks to a connector that's connected to the hydrogen tanks, will it refill their hydrogen tanks? What, on their ship or the station? Oh, okay. That's interesting. So what I could do is I could have 4 hydrogen tanks all connected to each other, and have one as a stockpile and have a connector connected directly to it, and oh, okay. So I'm slowly thinking of designs in my head. Murder near death drones. I miss them. The only issue is if I did, like, when I get round to building the trading station today, would it? So would I need to create a faction and go with peace with everybody, or will I be able to stay in the faction I am in now? So with the trading station, yeah. When I actually get it in the server, will I need to create another faction and go and, like, declare peace with everyone, or okay, okay, yeah. I'll even if I do use it as a main ship, which I probably will, like just like a place where I can go spawn. Oh shit! Will I need the resources to build it? Oh, okay. That may take a long ass time. Okay, I could work it out like that. I might have to do some talking with Rem and King just to see whether one day we could all team up and see what resources we have. Because I'm actually still in debt with them. Well, more or less Rem than I am with King. I think I owe Rem like 20k platinum or something like that. I think that's what we agreed on, 20k platinum. Is there a way where I can see how many resources I need to build something without the projector? Okay. Because... yeah. Because, I think it's Luke Star that has a large ship projector. But he's, like, locked it so only he can use it. Which I don't know why that is, but... I don't mind, because I don't know how to use the projectors, but, so I could, see about the, resources situation. Oh, that's extremely cool. I did not know we could do that. Ooh, donut. I think I found the large ship I want to build. And it's only 2,000 blocks. Wait, what does PCU mean? Oh, okay. Oh, I suppose 30,456 for a 2,201 block ship ain't that bad. I'm being shot at. And I died. Yeah, no, because the shield I added, the mods got taken away. And yeah. If I go to my observation outpost quick. Yeah, I think I've lost that V Hunter, to be completely honest. I should not have stopped. I'm amazed by this. How do we place it? How do I even get it off my screen? How do I get blueprints off my screen? Okay, yeah, it's 0. And refresh. Only know you love it when you let it go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hit the road when you're missing home. And my game's bloody frozen. It might, yep, it might crash, and it has crashed. I've been